Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina. Let's get into it.
I got tagged in this post. Thank you very much for tagging me in this post. I wanted to drink some bleach after this. There are trans-identifying men who freeze tomato sauce into cylinders to shove up their backsides so that when it melts, they can pretend that they're having a period. But
what the fuck? Oh my God! What the oh, they're definitely not mentally deranged. Here's the reality. Trans people will never be accepted in society ever again. AI is coming, and you're gonna have to accept it because it is gonna be implemented into everything. The word fat is back, the word retard is back, and we all know what word's gonna be widely accepted to be used next. Let's just be completely real. Those 5 things will be happening. It is so nice finally being able to call out trans people are fucking retarded. This is disgusting.
no, this is definitely not a fetish or a mental health issue.
Jesus.
This is excessive LARPing. Ew, ew. This is like a bald dude who's like puts a wig on his head and says it's real hair. This is like reverse vampirism. This is nasty. Tomatoes. Tomato juice. Tomato paste. Tomato soup. Why not just shove whole tomatoes up there? Really? We have gone very, very far. Do they do this when they get like the vagina? The vagina surgery with the hole. Do they shove those things up there? Do they shove a tampon in there afterwards? And then they pull it out and dangle it in front of their faces and go, look, blood. Ew. No. This does not replicate having a period. Why don't you take a TENS machine and put it on your stomach for like a week and crank that sucker up to 10 so you can feel the cramps as well? No, well, they won't do that, right? Like most of these guys who are pretending to be chicks, it's just cosplay. It's extreme excessive cosplay, but it's not transsexualism. This is weird. You're putting food up your ass.
Jesus.
I didn't even read the message, the images here. I didn't even read them because I was saving it for you guys.
Oh, wonderful.
Taking my fem cycle to the next level. Hello, ladies. Thinking of taking my monthly fem cycle to the next level. I have regular monthly cycle every 28 days using pads and tampons and was wondering what others do to mimic flow and discharge.
Discharge?
I hope no one's eating right now.
Jesus Christ.
Ew.
Yeah, chopping off your dick and pretending you're a woman definitely isn't a weird way because you want to go into women's restrooms and women's locker rooms and jerk off to these people because they're all fucking disgusting perverts.
Yeah, they really are. It's not like how it used to be when they were just live and let live. I won't bother you. I won't force my weird religion on you, the ideology on you. I won't force you to call me by whatever pronoun I decide I am. It was different back then, but 2015, when this weird stuff started, it's just gotten more and more extreme. There are levels, and when I thought we had hit the cap, the ceiling, it just blew the ceiling right off, and now we're in a different level. This is beyond parody. Wow. Okay. And question, how much can you fit up there? You're going to fit this tube of tomato paste up your butt, and then you're going to shove a tampon up there too while you're wearing a pad? Like, how much blood does come out? How much of it is, like, is it an ounce? Is it an ounce of tomato paste, tomato soup that you're shoving in there? Won't they get infected? I have questions. And if it's an ice cube, it's a long ice cube. What if it like breaks off in your butt? What if it becomes like shards? Now you just cut yourself open and now you're all infected with tomato juice in your bloodstream and you got some, oh wow. This just doesn't seem healthy.
Good God. I feel so bad for these trans people who have been groomed by old perverts into thinking that they're a girl when they're a boy or when they're a boy when they're a girl. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Gross topic for some, I know. Any advice would be great.
We have been told to accept these people in society for like 6 years now, by the way. All because if you didn't, you would lose your career on Twitter.
Frozen V8 popsicles
V8?
you make with molds, not moids. Make with molds for bottled water from Walmart. Hope
Oh
this
my
helps.
God.
Oh my God. I take several correctal woman's laxatives at the start of my period. This always leads to cramps, and you don't know exactly when they will occur.
Well, yeah, of course it's going to lead to cramps. You're shoving frozen food up your butt. Yeah, that's going to be a little uncomfortable, don't you think? Especially when you're shoving a tampon in there afterwards. You don't think that's going to, like, cause some issues or infections? No? Oh, but this isn't a mental health issue at all.
What the
Sometimes they
fuck?
wake me up in the middle of the night. I also had accidents in my pad when I did not make it to the toilet fast enough to simulate the bloating.
Oh, I'm gonna
I drink lots of
vomit.
water. Keeps me.
So wait, do they take laxatives before they put this up there? So it simulates the bloating and the period cramps and the period poops. How far are you going? This is beyond trying to relieve gender dysphoria. This is like some masochistic weird shit, man.
Heading to the toilet very frequently where I have the opportunity to change my protection. What the guys? Is that?
Yeah, well, what the pretty much the only thing I would say too.
And look at these things. It looks like a row of Oscar Mayer wieners. Ew, you still have a wiener and then you're putting this thing up your butt? There's a really serious issue here in America with men. I would rather them be in the manosphere and be using a hammer to get their masculine jawline or whatever than whatever the hell this is. Because these dudes, they're walking into our bathrooms and doing this weird stuff. Man, we have a problem.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Jesus fucking Christ. And women hate it and trans want it, can't say it isn't retarded. Like anything but seek mental help, right? Like anything besides checking yourself into a psych ward, right?
Do you think then when they get really mad when someone misgenders them and this thing is up there, that like it causes so much built up pressure because of the male aggression that they have that it just kind of splooges out? I don't know why I thought about that, but I was just, because if you think about it, they want to look and pretend to be a woman, right? But their attitude and how this is totally a man thing to do. So they can't even put two and two together that by even thinking about doing this is a very man thing. They don't want to like act and have the demeanor and emotions of a woman. They just want to shove things up their butt and put on ugly clothes and then scream at people about being a woman. Bring back asylums, for God's sakes.
You want to take laxative and shove tomato popsicles up your ass to emulate a period just so that way people affirm your genitals.
This.
Wait a second. You think they show their friends? You think they do? They're like, hey guys, look at my underwear. It's all tomatoey. It's all bloody. Look at this. It's ma'am. You think they do that? Or they pull out the tampon? They're like, look, guys, affirm me. I am a woman. Look. See? Dangle, dangle, dangle. Ew. Ew. See, this is why women, when they see these dudes in our locker rooms or their bathrooms, they don't say anything, amongst the myriad of other reasons why, because they're aggressive and they'll scream at you or beat you up. But you don't want them pulling out a tampon and dangling that tomato-soaked thing in front of your face.
Use Period Tracker Lite app on iPhone to mark the cycle. It warns one several days ahead of projected start. I have used tomato juice, frozen cylindrical cubes as described above.
Oh my God.
Sometimes just squirt some ketchup packs from fast food place onto pad for added sensation in panties.
Sensation? These guys really have no idea what a period is. I mean, the consistency of ketchup or tomato juice is just not the same. And to think sitting in a pad soaked of ketchup is the same thing as a woman having a period. I mean, wow. The education system has failed, man. These people are not only insane, but they are heavily retarded. Holy guacamole cannoli.
After Halloween, look for fake blood on discount whenever costumes are sold.
What is happening, guys?
This is mental illness maxing. This is forced asylums now.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Yes.
Shoving a tomato packet up your ass, letting it thaw, and taking laxatives to emulate a period cramp is still infinitely less mentally ill than telling 12-year-olds that they need to take off right now to be a woman. And you know what's crazy? Society has widely accepted that as the norm. I want to make...
Yes, society has widely accepted this as a norm, which just shows you how far society has fallen. But the crazier thing is that the majority of people who support this shit are women. They're women. They're women. The men out here are being weird, and then the women are like, yeah, you're a woman, weirdo. Yeah, you're just like us. Oh my God. Why even leave the house at this point, man? I mean, the amount of people you're going to come into contact with, these are weird people. No. Women are so, like, a lot of women, they don't want to have babies, right? They want to have kids. And so their maternal instincts go to these weird freaking men doing this deranged stuff and treating them like they're children. Oh, yes, you're a woman, honey. Yes, you're a woman. It just shows, man, society's a fucking wreck. We have lost the plot. We have lost all understanding of norms. I mean, no wonder so many people are going to Christianity. I mean, I understand it. I don't believe in Christianity. I grew up Roman Catholic, but I understand why people are like, this ain't for me. I'm going there. I'm going to the church. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Sign of the cross. Get me the hell out of this mess.
It's very clear. They're telling children to their genitals off. We accepted that as a society. I need to hear a normal human being's take on this.
Yo.
Hey, I'm on stream. I didn't ask you a question.
Okay.
What genre of human do you think are freezing tomato paste to shove up their ass while overindulging in laxatives to simulate cramps once a month? That way they can bleed out of their ass and have cramps in their tummy.
Are you only just now finding out about this?
Oh my God.
You knew about this and didn't tell me?
Unfortunately, I did.
This is fucking crazy.
Well, it's like forbidden knowledge, right? Like your life is worse now that you know this. That's why I didn't tell you.
Thank you, man.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just taking a bullet for you.
No, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, it ricocheted and it still hit me.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucked, man. I couldn't believe it, and then I looked into it, and it's real. It's an actual thing that these fucking weirdos do.
I can totally believe it because let's be real, they're telling children to their penises off, and that's way worse.
Yeah, that's true.
And we accept that as society.
It's kind of fucking crazy how far we've strayed away from just logic and sense in the past. I think like 20 years.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I would love to know, like, someone smarter than me, like, actually, like, doing it.
It's the internet, man. It's the internet. See, before the internet was a prominent thing and people would go on it, like, all the time, people had to go outside and meet people the normal way. And the freaks of society were isolated to their mother's basement. But with the internet, the freaks found other freaks, like on Reddit and stuff. And now they have this giant community of freaks coming up with weird stuff like this and calling it progressive and normal and acceptable. I think that's what happened. And then portions of society started to accept this as normal. And then it became popular in Hollywood. Once Hollywood took a hold of that, man, we were cooked. because a lot of society watch movies and they watch TV, and then, they see this and it's like, oh, this must be normal. And so they accept it as normal because a lot of people are sheep. So they accept it as normal. And then they're like, oh, well, we can't shock them with this anymore. We got to shock them with something else. And then they get on their like Reddit forums and, hey, yeah, man, I feel like a chick, because like these dudes, they're all online watching porn because they can't get a date because they're freaking weird. Chicks don't want to date weird guys. So the weird guys are like, well, a chick won't date me like I am. I'll pretend to be a chick. And then they have to accept me because Hollywood said they have to accept me. And the laws in these blue states and cities say they have to accept me into their spaces. So I could just creep on them and then put stuff up my butt and be a woman. And they can't do anything about it. See, I can get my jollies off and it'll be legal and it's accepted within mainstream media and there's nothing they can do about it. So I can like watch porn all the time, do this weird stuff in public, and I'm accepted. You're not. You're not accepted. Majority of the people find this to be freaking weird. It's the weirdos in Hollywood, the Epstein people and so on and so forth that push this kind of stuff because they have their own skeletons in their closet. But majority of people, we don't even want to be around this, man. We just like keep the weird away from us. We don't want this near our family. We don't want this near our kids. We don't want this near our animals, our pets, our dogs. No, get it away. They think it's normal because they're in their own little bubble of freaks, but it's not normal. It's weird. They're trying to make weird, fetishistic, masochistic, sadistic, polyamorous shit the norm, and it's not going to freaking happen. It's not. So stop. Just stop. It's getting way too deranged out there. And I mean, if it just kept going like this, it would end up to a point where people would just say, drop a bomb on us. We deserve it. We've gone too far off the cliff. The ship is sinking, and the weirdos have cut the lines to the safety rafts, and now we can't jump off. So just drop the bomb, man. We're done. We're cooked. We can't allow this to continue. We just have to start shaming. It's okay to shame, and it's okay to be a little bit of a bully, I mean, if these weirdos are gonna bully women all the time into saying they're a woman and accepting them into their spaces, well, then I think bullying should be acceptable too. And so should shame. That's how we kept these weirdos in the basement in the first place. That's how we did it. Now all of a sudden we can't shame people, and now look what's happening. Tomato cubes up the butt to simulate a period. For God's sakes.
Doing the research on what fucking happened.
You familiar with the fall of Rome?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of parallels between that and the United States right now. We're back.
This is just absolutely terrible. Thanks for the tip. Great idea. I used the same type of ice cube tray and frozen tomato juice to create my menstrual flow. What is great about these is that I can control my flow rate by the number of cylinders that I use. For example, during the beginning of my monthly period, I always use 2 or 3 in order to give me a heavy menstrual. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I can read much more of this.
I can't do any more of this either. It's not just the emperor has no clothes. The emperor's walking around naked saying he's a chick with tomato paste cubed up his rectum. That's where we are, and it's a mess. Like and subscribe, everyone. Join our memberships to keep this channel going, and we will see you in the next one. Good luck. Creeping, crying.